everyone. This is a really exciting video. This is day 1 of being a content creator. Yeah, I'm going to become a content creator. Yay! Okay, all jokes aside, I've made the decision that I'm going to be a content creator, and I want that to be my full-time job. So I am making this video as day 1 as a content creator, and I actually want to take you guys and I want to record my progress as a content creator as I become it. So pretty much this is going to be an intro video. So I'm going to go over who I am, what I do, and what I plan to do here on YouTube. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started on that. My name is Paola Santana. I am the founder of Escape with Paola, and I'm from the Dominican Republic. I was born there, and I was raised in South Florida in a town called Boca Raton. So I came to the States as a little girl. I was only 1. I was practically raised in South Florida. I think I was raised in a pretty typical Latin American household, right? My mom was a house cleaner. My dad worked primarily in construction. We were lower class, but almost hitting middle. Like, my parents worked hard, so they did provide us with a lot of the things that regular middle class, that the middle class had, but we weren't middle class. We were still on the lower end. My mom is really religious, Christian, and I definitely went through so many different stages growing up as a child of an immigrant. To not get into so many gritty details, I started suffering from anxiety, depression around 14, 15 years old. I didn't really know what it was. I didn't know where it came from. It definitely came from a lot of childhood trauma, but things that, again, in this moment at least, I'm not really ready to say on camera and, put it out there to the world, all the things that happened. But, childhood trauma definitely led to the anxiety and the depression that I was feeling around 14, 15. I think that it started to get really bad around 17 years old. I was having panic attacks. I didn't know what it was. I literally straight up thought I was having heart attacks and that I had heart issues. I would make my mom take me to cardiologist. I'm like, my heart is failing, because I had severe pain, and they would do the test. Everything came back normal. I didn't know what it was. It came out to be anxiety and panic attacks. Pretty much after that, though, the anxiety and the depression just stayed. It just became a reality that I lived, and it kept on getting worse and worse and worse. Around 19 years old, I was hospitalized. And after that, I didn't really see a way out of it. I didn't think I was ever going to get better with the anxiety and depression. The major depression. It was definitely a dark time in my life. Around 21 years old, I think it was, my parents split up. And usually that's that's terrible news. It was great. It was fantastic. And for the first time, that cloud that just existed over my life for so many years cleared up, and I was happy. I was so happy. But that happiness only lasted a short period of time. And I think that if I had the knowledge that I have today, I wouldn't have relapsed back, especially as hard as I did. I didn't really know what life was. Okay, let's fast forward. I had a relapse, major depression. I think it was around 24, 25. I was like, fuck this shit. I was literally like, F this. The sun. Like, F this. I can't live like this for the rest of my life. I have to do something. And I started doing research taking my own therapy. I mean, I've been doing therapy all my life, but just looking at it a little bit differently. Reading books, going to Reiki, learning about spirituality, learning about mindset, and my life completely changed. I used to live with a constant voice in the back of my head since I was a little kid, that I was crap, that I was worthless, and that I should kill myself. And I haven't heard that voice ever again. I mean, I've been clear of that voice for 6 years now. And it might not seem like a lot, but to me, it's a lot, because that voice was just always there. It was part of my reality, and it's gone. So, you know, as I was learning and doing these things, I started sharing it with people and setting up like little programs and things like that. And I somehow also became like a coach. And I'm like, yeah, I like this. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I know that this sounds a little selfish, but helping other people also helps me. It's like a constant reminder of, yeah, Paola, you got this. Yes, you are able to control your life. Yes, you're able to control what your mind is saying to you, etc., etc. This light is killing me. Okay. Yes, you can control whatever you want to control in your life. So anyways, that's kind of how I created Escape with Paola. It's like, I just felt like I was in a cage all my life, in my own cage. That was my mind. I don't know if you guys will know The Bell Jar, the book, The Bell Jar. When I read that, that fucked me up. That got me all messed up for a really long time. Because I felt like I was caged as well. So Escape with Paola, escape the shackles of your mind, escape your own jail. The only jail that truly can hold us back is ourselves. Nobody else. We have that much power, and it's amazing to me, right? Especially when I used to think, and I grew up thinking, that I was weak and that I had no power and that I couldn't accomplish the things that I wanted to, that it wasn't meant for me. Learning that that's not real, oh my God, it changes your life. And changed my life, and that's what I love doing, and helping people see for themselves. So my business is relatively small. It's small, but it's great, right? Word of mouth, you know, clients here, clients there. But I think it's time to get on social media. Why now? Well, I've actually tried to get on social media before. Tried multiple times, and I failed miserably every single time. My videos don't get any views. My channel, or the page that I start, or the website, it doesn't do well. It doesn't do well, or etc., etc. So I always kind of blamed it on the fact that I'm not good with social media. Like, I'm still that old school person that has only their family and friends on their social media account. Like, I never really understood, nor never really even cared to understand social media in the sense of marketing, right? I was just like, nah, it's fine, it's not for me. And then when I tried to go and open these channels and start a channel as a content creator for these topics, I'm like, oh, it didn't work out because I don't really care about social media. However, for the past few years, it's really been something that I've been wanting to do, but scared to admit it to myself. And then I'm like, Paola, you over here a whole mindset coach. What is wrong with you? Take your own advice. If a client came up to me and they're like, I want to create a social media account, but I'm too shy, or I'm not good with the camera, and that's really not my expertise, and stuff like that, I would say, well, you could learn. We'll do trial and error, and you get it done. And there's no such thing as not being funny enough or being creative enough or anything like that. It's all about a learning curve. You can do whatever you set your mind to. And I just think it's funny how humans are weird. I mean, we are wild. And it's not just me as a mindset coach, it could be any of us. We are out here giving advice to our family, to our friends, and then sometimes we forget to give ourselves that courtesy. So I'm giving myself this courtesy, and I am going to become a content creator. I've been wanting to do it for a long time, and I think it's going to be a learning curve. It's definitely going to be a learning curve, and it might take a really long time to get there, and it's okay. I'll figure it out. So that is why I will be posting my experience creating content on YouTube. So I'm gonna have my content that are just strictly in regard to like mindset, reprogramming, and personal development and personal growth that I will release every week. But I also will have once a week a kind of like a recount of what I've been doing, how my subscribers are going, my emotional state, and all of that. And the reason why I decided that I wanted to do this is because I've done a lot of research on YouTube, like how to make your account blow up and stuff like that. And even when I've done videos and I've followed everything to the T, I still haven't gotten the views that, you know, all of these YouTubers are saying that you would get if you follow the steps. And I do understand everyone says it is hard work. You have to be dedicated. You have to be dedicated. And I think that as a small creator, someone who's starting for the first time, really don't know what that means. So when you see a person who has, I don't know how many thousands of subscribers on their channel, and they're super duper effective, or it's somebody who blew up overnight, which can happen, but it's not going to be the majority of us, it kind of like people get stuck and quit before they actually, you know, pass that threshold. And I wanted people to know the actual documentation of going through those pains and moments where you just kind of want to feel like giving up, or you're going to continue and see how an account grows instead of bam, I'm successful, let me tell you how I did it, and leave out all the ugly details. So that's why I want to do that. I want to create like a community. Anybody who is also doing the same thing that I'm doing, you know, let's help each other out, or support each other, or let's ask questions, let's debate topics, like what do you think, what am I doing differently, what I should do, and stuff like that. And that's the whole point of documenting the series that's going to be on a specific playlist, so that people can see like the steps that I'm taking and the things that I'm doing in order to be successful. And success, guys, it's completely different for everybody. But I think that success is defined as the point where you have created what you wanted to create. And what I define as successful is that I'm recording! My definition of success is that I will be able to create a community online through YouTube to help and reach and help young women. So yes, I'm so excited. This is my first video. I am at 75 subscribers. Let's see how this grows, guys. If you have any questions, oh, don't forget to hit subscribe. I should have said that at the beginning. Okay, lesson learned. I'm gonna say that at the beginning. But yeah, don't forget to hit subscribe. And yeah, let's do this. And leave any comments, questions, concerns. Just thumbs up saying if you support me. Let's do it. Okay, see you guys in our next episode. And I I will talk to you then.